Metallica, Welcome Home Sanitarium. This is a CVT guitar lesson for Jesse. Standard tuning. You wanted from 302 to 624. Multiple guitars going on. So here's what you're looking at 302. Okay, and so let me break that down. Power chords, open 2, EA, heavy palm mute. Metallica, they kind of dig into, plus their gain's on 11, but you know, give a little extra push for your palm muting. 4 times, 3/5 AD, 4 times, 5/7, 4 times. So 5th fret E, 7th fret A and D. You can use 3 fingers, you can bar, doesn't really matter, but palm mute the low E string twice, and then hit the 7/7 AD, no palm mute. Same thing, but move it over a whole step to 3/3, 5/5. So it's palm mute the 3E once, jump up to 7 AD. It's quite a jump, but it's not super fast yet. Okay, second time no star, so you'll just repeat the first 3 chords. You know, behind that's the that's being played behind it. So so we're going to continue the end of that section. You'll be going so 5/7 EA, and then palm mute it 2 times just off the root, string 6. Then hit the same power chord. So move over to 3/5, palm mute the E, and then hit the power chord, and then 5/7 slide down. A lot of stuff there to wrap up that section. So you have slower, alright, section 2 comes in at 3/14. This is the rhythm for the chorus. So, check this out. There's something interesting, and Metallica does this a lot. You're starting with the E5, so it's open E to A. Palm mute the open E twice, and then 3/5 EA, slide to 2/4. Okay, so we have, then it's a string mute off the top, but a palm over it, so it's gives you that fat mute sound. So, and then 3/5 AD, slide to 2/4, back to the same fret hand mute, palm mute twice, and then 3/5 to 2/4 again on the slide. So it's, then we have open D, you're going to pick, hammer to 2 and pull open. Palm mute the rest of this. 3/2 open on the A, 3/2/3 on the E. So right back into the open 2, the E5 power chord. Okay, and then we got the fret hand and palm mute, and you're repeating the same sequence of chords. This time at the end, you'll be going short rest and then palm mute both those strings 6 times. Palm mute 3/2 on the A, 3E, more fret hand string palm mute, into 1/3 E. So you'd have second half here. Two times, second time no star. In place of that, let me just play it from the middle section there. Well, this would be your second time. You'll go right here. You're going to jump down to 3/30 and go 3/5, quick rest into 2/4. Then that's all the same there. Back to the E5, and then Same as before with the G5 and the F sharp 5. So quick rest on the 3/5, 2/4, and then you'll go like this. So it's a little different on the scale run. It starts the same. Open 2 open, pick, hammer, pull on the D. Palm mute 3/2 open on the A. But here's where it's different. 3/2 1 on the E into the open 2 power chord, E and A. So it sounds like this. And here's where it picks up. If I'm not mistaken, it's getting ready to play the solo, or we're close to it. So what I did on page 2 is I got section 3A, section 3B, because they're all similar. And that comes in at 3:45. Prior to that, there's just a pick scrape. So you're holding that. Okay. Chances are you can do either, but I'm pretty sure Hetfield's doing downstrokes. If it's feeling too crazy, just alternate pick, but it's 32 times, so you can split them into 4 times 8 or 8 times 4, however you need to do it. A little different sound with alternate picking though, as opposed to. Okay, so that covers section 3A. Section 3B is at 3:49, and what you're going to do is set the open A and D and hammer on. I like to bar this, the 2nd fret on the A and D, and you're going to do that twice. And that'll be 11 times on the open E palm muted. Okay, section 3C, 3 of 51. There you go. So, same concept, different frets. Open AD, hammer to 1 AD, palm mute the open E once. It's hard to hear it, but it's in there. And you do that 3 times. And then you'll continue it, because you got double dots around that. Open to 2 on the AD, and 4 open E's palm muted. So slow, it's. That's section 3C. Section 3D comes in, more variations of that, and it's the open AD, hammer to 1 AD, palm mute the open E, so that's 1, 2, 3. That would be for 8. 11 times on the open E palm muted. Then it's a series of repeats throughout. You'll see that in your tabs, so no sense in going over what we already did. Section 4 at 407 is this. Oops. And that's going to go 2 times. So let's break that down. Open A and D, hammer to 2. A and D, quick rest, hit the A and D string where they sit, 2nd fret, and then open 2/2 E A D. So it's start it over with the hammer on, but change your end chord to a D5. So open D and 2G, and then open AD, no hammer, but go to the 2nd fret AD, and then 3 AD. To 1-3-3. So, and then open 2 AD again to 3-5 AD twice. 3-5 slide to 2-4, and then 2 hits off 2-4. That is going 2 times. We have double dots. Okay. Section 5 comes in at 424, and actually this is the build up to the solo, but like I said, you wanted the rhythm. Open E palm muted 12 times, 9th fret low E slide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 429, wait a minute, no, 426 is your next timestamp, and this is section 6. So opens on the A and D hammering to 2 AD, and then opens hammering to 1 AD. And then you'll have 11 open E's. So it's section 7 comes in. A lot of sections, but they're similar, man. So that's why I wanted to break them down so you can go over them in the sections and subgroup them even tighter if you want. 429, we got. Wait, actually it's craziness, huh? Opens to 2s. This is all in the A and D string. 3s slide to 2s. Opens hammer to 1. 1 slide to 2. 5 open E's, palm muted. So okay, moving along, page 3, you'll see a series of, finally, some section repeats that are consistent. Section 3D, section 3C, and it goes through that concept 3 times. Section 8 at 444 is this. Open A and D. Let me play it. And then we got section 4 6 times. So opens and 2s. This is AD. Open 2 EA twice. Rest and 1 more with a rest. Okay, so we have. Start it over. Switch to the D5. Open 2 D and G. That's that section. Then section 4 is 6 times, which is this part. Goes a long time. The next section, we got 2 left here. Section 9 is open 2, or open AD to 2 AD. To open 2 EA twice. 14th fret E slide. Now where you land that, Jesse, isn't super critical. It's the effect of the slide bit. I found the actual note that they were sliding on. So we have start it over into the D5. Then it's fret 13 on the low E. If you want to do it exactly how they're doing it, that's where those slides are taken off at. Open 2s to 1-3 EA. 13th fret slide. The rest of this is on the A and D strings. Opens and 2s, 3 5s, 3 5 2 4, rest 2 4 twice. So that whole section is. And then the last section, section 10. It's kind of a build off of what you just did. Starts the same way. Except you're going to end it. So we have opens and 2s AD, open 2 EA, palm mute 3 of them, and the 4th one don't. That's the beat concept for all this. Right? Open 2, and then open 2 DG. 4 hits, the first 3 palm muted. And then open 2 AD to 1-3 EA. Same concept. 4 hits, last one's not palm muted. And then the rest is on the A and D. Open 2, 3-5, 2-4. You're gonna go. Three times of that, okay? And then it ends with this. Some overdubs in there, but the chords are a little bigger than what I think most people are hearing. B5, A5, G5, F sharp 5, E5. So it's 2-4 AD, open 2, 3-5 EA, 2-4, open 2, And then add the 4th fret on the D string and just alternate pick. And at some point you can even hear an open G, like open 2-2 slide. And like I said, Jesse, there's a lot of overdubbed guitars, so if it's sounding too weird, do like the, just do the power chord. All right, there you go, buddy. Thanks a lot.